I've enjoyed my trip to northern Spain tremendously. You really touch upon art and history, you touch upon gastronomy, understanding the foods and the wines of all the regions, visiting palaces, visiting different manors, visiting small villages, visiting the coastline, understanding how they gather the food from the coastline. Just a variety of activities through the whole tour.
Every day was just better and better. My expectations were just blown away.
Normally when people think about Spain, they have an image of South Spain. They think of bulls, they think of paella. So it's really a surprise because you will get to know a different Spain, a greener Spain, a Spain that is much more connected with nature.
The mountains were spectacular. The ocean seascape was equally spectacular. It was a wonderful trip.
There's a pilgrimage to Santiago de Compostela since the Middle Ages. We don't need to walk as the pilgrims are doing, but we are going to be very comfortable, stopping in the best places.
The greatest thing is getting to these small little towns, little jewels that are really hidden, where you're not going to see another tourist, only locals.
And of the multiple vineyards that we visited, I loved the vineyard in Toro. The wines were magnificent.
So if you're looking for something to stimulate your mind as well as your senses, this is the trip.
This Discovery small group tour of northern Spain begins in the beautiful Spanish capital, Madrid, where we'll visit the renowned Prado Art Museum. Then we'll see the opulent royal palace of La Granja before staying overnight in Segovia, famous for its 1st century Roman aqueduct. Next, we continue to the north and the city known for its beautiful 13th century Gothic cathedral, León. From here, we visit Astorga to see a unique palace designed by Antoni Gaudí. Then it's on to the beautiful Principality of Asturias and its capital, Oviedo. We'll visit Covadonga, nestled in the base of the Europa peaks, and charming Riba de Sella, surrounded by beaches and cliffs. We continue to Galicia, a unique region with its own language and distinctive culture, and home to Santiago de Compostela, a place of pilgrimage for over 1,000 years. We discover Rías Baixas, a region of estuaries on the Atlantic coastline, before we take our high-speed train from Santiago de Compostela back to Madrid, where we conclude this discovery tour of northern Spain.
We start the first day, we get to see beautiful boulevards of Madrid. We get to see all these fantastic buildings that make this city such a beautiful place.
It's a big city, but interesting one. We usually say to the people visiting us, get lost in Madrid. This is really beautiful.
And when you think about Madrid, we have to think about the Prado Museum. You'll discover there masterpieces from Goya, El Greco, Velázquez, and many others.
And then we got to see the little town of Chinchón, that the main square that during the festivities is turned into the bull ring of the town.
Colmenar de Orejas is a small town where there's a family that has been doing wine for hundreds of years. The food was great, excellent wine.
La Granja Palace is special because the first Bourbon king lived here. And then after King Philip V, all the kings used to use this palace as a summer residence.
And it has one of the most beautiful tapestry collections and also the gardens.
I love Segovia. It's a small town. It's very walkable. I love the shops, the history.
The aqueduct in Segovia was impressive, to say the least. To see that firsthand and just imagine the engineering that went into that 2,000 years ago. It's mind-blowing.
This is my Segovia. Look, this is how amazing the cathedral, the Alcazar, the castle, the city, the medieval neighborhoods, the aqueduct. It's really amazing. Please come and visit this with us.
After that, we'll get to León, ancient capital of a medieval kingdom.
For people who like arts and history, of course, the cathedral is number one because of the stained glass windows in so many different colors. Architecture is fantastic, Gothic style and 13th century, a very French cathedral.
Oh my goodness, I love the Gaudí Palace. I couldn't believe, first of all, his creativity.
It is out of this world. Gaudí was an amazing architect.
And of course, Astorga exactly was the first place where chocolate was made. And then from here to the rest of Europe.
Asturias is a wonderful region very green and beautiful.
Oviedo is the capital of the Principality of Asturias. The cider produced in Asturias, we pour it in a special way. We drink it like a shot, chagalag.
And we go to Gijón, which is by the shore, so we get to see Cantabric Sea and just enjoy walking along the promenade.
I really enjoyed when we went to Riba de Sela. We got to enjoy the beach.
Covadonga is an amazing place up in the mountains. They have a huge church and so peaceful, and you hear the water running in the cave, and you look down on the valleys, and Covadonga is an amazing experience.
When we got into Galicia, we went to the cathedral's beach.
It was low tide and we were able to walk around the beach. It's incredible, the rock formations.
And then Betanzos, which is an important city in the past, but nowadays is a charming place to visit.
We ended up in Santiago de Compostela, and that was a dream come true. Very exciting.
For centuries, people from all over the world walk to venerate Santiago, St. James.
We visited a really cute fishing village.
To see people working, harvesting mussels or cockles or clams.
The manor house was probably one of my most favorite. They had a lot of gardens, and that was really enjoyable to me.
We did some wine tasting with a few little tapas.
Buen provecho!
It was a real fun time.
We got to take a high-speed train, which I had never done before, but it was a much faster route, seeing the countryside that way.
We arrived to Madrid and say goodbye to each other.
If you want to travel stress-free, travel with Gate 1 because they take care of everything. Our hotels are already booked for us. They give us the key the minute we arrive. They take our luggages to our room. You don't have to worry about anything.
I've been an ambassador for Gate 1 for the last 15 or so years. More of the world for less is 100% accurate with Gate 1. You get more than full value of a trip. The quality of the food and the quality of the hotels are uniformly excellent.
But most importantly, you feel safe.
The skill of the bus drivers is phenomenal. Luis Miguel, he was fabulous, and as a former driver, I have a lot of respect for him.
It's very comfortable on the bus, and I'm always looking out the window, seeing a lot of the country.
I love our tour guide, Lorena. She's professional, she's courteous, she's kind.
I love to be able to be the bridge between this culture and our customers. And I love to see people's eyes illuminated and they smile and they enjoy because they get it.
This is the first time we have done the discovery tours. I would highly recommend it. We really had a nice small group. I think from now on, that's going to be our way to go.
We all have become like family, and it has just been wonderful. I couldn't ask for anything better.
And I always tell my friend, Gate 1 es maravilloso.
Come, join us here in northern Spain with Discovery Tours.